Are we getting to the point whereby there has to be the realization that human rights, though guaranteed by constitutions then, would be things that would be seen as favors by governments that they would then be able to apply? Because it doesn't look as though it's on the menu, that it would be the first things, regardless of what the Bill of Rights says. Should we come to that reality, that you're going to have to fight for your human rights?
I shudder to think what that reality will actually look like.
That's the reality.
Yeah, it is, but then now there is a semblance. Like I said, there's a semblance of we are governed by this. But once we throw this out, once we say this means nothing, then actually we will be regressing to a very terrible era, not only as Kenya, but globally.
But are we not already there? And I'm going to push on that a little bit, kind of like a dog with a bone, taking the proverb into consideration. The reality is what we are faced now, that day after day there's an abrogation of these rights. The Constitution, which is sacrosanct, is unfortunately not being followed. We talk about the spirit and the letter of the Constitution. Neither of those are being paid attention to. So sometimes, in order for you to get to a better place, you have to embrace the worst, which is, and say, actually, this could actually be our reality. And do we want to continue to live there? And what do we have to do to ensure that that is not the reality?
That wasn't supposed to be the outcome, like you rightly say. So I think when people went out there, they didn't go out there with the intention of being shot at.
No.
They did not go out there with the intention of having goons.
Yeah, nobody said, I'm going out today to die.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So I want us to put that in context. Because at the end of the day, I don't want us to lose sight of the very noble reason, like I said, why people go out there. They want economic freedom. They want political freedom. The leaders may not be facilitating that environment, but the people are not oblivious to that fact that they're entitled to certain guarantees. In this country, even before talk about human rights and all this, this is what we call human agency. That is what drove people to say, listen, this is our country, we want our freedom. So the people who fought for this country, the ones who are agitating for independence, may not have had something called a Constitution of Kenya 2010, but inherently as human beings, they knew that freedom is an inalienable part of being a human being. The ability to actually lead your life the way you want to lead it, the ability to enjoy certain participation in the civic space. So, Ndu, I'm very optimistic that, and I've been saying this from spaces I was yesterday. I think if you look at this country and the phases we've come through, you will see that we've come through three phases. The first phase is the independence phase. Yes. We had young people there. We had Tom Mboya, I've been mentioning this. We had Tom Mboya was 23. We had Martin Shikuku was 28 when he went to the Lancaster Constitutional Conference. We had Mwai Kibaki was 32. We had others. We had great women during that time, like Field Marshal Modoni. We had Wamboyi Otieno. What was the promise of that generation? That generation came together to say, listen, the colonialists may be telling us that we don't deserve to be free, but we, the people at that time, want to be free. And the call of that generation was political independence, which they gave the country. Fast forward to 1993, 30 years, another generation emerged. And that's my generation. We were on the streets demanding for repeal Section 2A. We want more freedoms. We want the Constitution, a constitutional order that's homegrown, not the one that was given to us in Lancaster. And surely, the first phase made this country a little bit better. The second phase, with the repeal of Section 2A, the country became a bit better, so we're moving progressively from that, on that optimism trajectory. And then the third phase is what we're experiencing now. What we're experiencing now, again, another generation that has emerged after 30 years. What are the young people asking? And that's what I said when they went out there. They are asking for accountability. They don't want to see the grand larceny that has been that's being exposed by the leaders, the corruption. So they say, yes, we have a good constitution, we have all these policies and all this, but we have to leave it. So yes, it may look like it's all gloom and nothing is moving, but at the end of the day, this constant push moves the country a little bit forward in the right trajectory. So
George,
I remain ever optimistic